From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. AccuWeather meteorologists are focusing on a broad area of drenching showers and gusty thunderstorms that will shift from the southern Atlantic coast to the northern Gulf as the week progresses. AccuWeather lead hurricane expert Alex De Silva said, "We tend to watch the tail end of fronts and storms in the middle part of the atmosphere for conjuring up tropical development close to the U.S. during the middle of the summer. We have both currently hanging out near the southeast U.S. coast and in nearby waters offshore. Earlier this week, thunderstorms extended along the front from off the Carolina coast to the northeast Gulf. Meanwhile, a swirl of clouds, showers, and thunderstorms were visible off the east coast of Florida, extending to the northern Bahamas. The two zones consolidated into one closely packed swirl over the north-central Gulf on Wednesday. If this swirl organizes further and intensifies, it could evolve into a tropical depression over the next few days, and if it develops into a tropical storm, it will be named Dexter. Even without robust tropical development, impacts will spread westward along the Gulf Coast states, especially along the Interstate 10 corridor. AccuWeather's Jeff Cornish said that the first and most widespread impact will be torrential downpours that could lead to flash flooding as the thunderstorms and showers spread westward and persist along the upper Gulf Coast. Rough surf and rip currents may also become a problem for swimmers around the thunderstorms, and especially if some tropical development occurs. Where downpours persist along the upper Gulf Coast, 3 to 6 inches of rain could fall, much of it in several hours. Other hazards, in addition to flash flooding for motorists and dangerous surf for swimmers, will be lightning strikes and the potential for a couple of tornadoes and waterspouts. Sudden squalls can create rough seas and strong wind gusts for small craft. De Silva said, if the bulk of the storm remains offshore and over the open waters of the Gulf, there will be a better chance of development than a low risk. Otherwise, if only a weak circulation hovers near the northern Gulf Coast as it drifts westward into the weekend, the development risk will remain low. There is a significant chance that some thunderstorms will reach eastern and perhaps central Texas by the end of the week. Much of Texas will be sweltering in a midsummer heat wave this week. Some moisture from the elongated storm may be pulled northward over the Mississippi Valley and may reach the Ohio Valley, enhancing downpours and increasing the risk of flash flooding in some areas there. Elsewhere in the Atlantic, drenching showers and gusty thunderstorms will impact portions of the Leeward and Windward Islands, but no tropical development is foreseen with this tropical wave of low pressure. A vast zone of dry air, dust, and wind shear are likely to continue to hinder tropical development from the Caribbean to the central and southwestern Atlantic over the next week or two at least. There is a low chance that another tropical wave may organize over the south-central Atlantic despite the dry air. De Silva said that once we get into August, if these areas of dry air, dust, and wind shear shrink, we will have to focus more on tropical waves emerging from Africa for tropical development. That's all for now. You can find more regional forecasts and science-based articles at AccuWeather.com. And for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe. I'll be back tomorrow with more from AccuWeather.